Item 11, HB 2458. We have a motion and a second. Representative Griffey, you're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. And committee members, House Bill 2458 is proposed to stop the Social Media Censorship Act here in Tennessee. What this act would do, it would only apply to social media websites that have more than 75 million subscribers who from their inception have not been affiliated with a religious or political party. And that is essentially, it's going to focus on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. I don't know if everyone in the committee has experienced, but it's been my experience there's been a significant amount of censorship that appears to be directed at conservative speech. What this bill would do is to simply prohibit an owner or operator of a social media website if they take such action that deletes or censors a user's religious speech or political speech, or uses algorithm to disfavor or censor a user's religious or political speech. That's all it does. And it says they can't use their hate speech algorithm and policies to unfairly censor a user's religious or political speech. I do have a couple of individuals here that wanted to testify to the committee about this, Reverend RichPenkoski and Reverend Dale Walker, if the committee would allow them to address them.
Any questions before we go out of session? Any objection to going out of session? I did not hear from Pastor Dale, who I know very well. I did hear from RichPenkoski, Warriors for Christ. He is scheduled to testify. Mr. Penkoski?
I believe Reverend Walker said he would not be testifying, just Reverend Rich.
Okay. Is he here?
Yes, he's right here.
Oh, I'm sorry. Come up, please, if you'd like to. You have 4 minutes, and we'll give you a warning at about 3 minutes. Any objection to going out of order? out of session. All right, out of session. Reverend, you're recognized.
I'm here
Please introduce yourself so that we'll have a record of your appearance.
My name is RichPenkoski. I run the ministry Warriors for Christ, and I am here as someone who's been dubbed the most censored person on Facebook in America. We're in the media a lot, and our media exposure actually began with Facebook censoring us. We've been featured in Christian Post, American Family Association, Conservative Firing Line, and again, it all started with the censorship of Facebook. Facebook has deplatformed me 4 times and has banned me so much that I can't even count. I've been banned for sharing things from Fox News. I've been banned for sharing photos of angels. I've even gotten banned for sharing my legally trademarked logo. The censorship has gotten so bad that Neil Potts himself, which is Facebook's policy director, got on the phone with myself and Steve Jardal from American Family Association to try to answer why they've been censoring us. He could not provide one example of what Facebook calls hate speech, which has prompted me to ask who determines what hate speech is. So why do I bring this up today? It's because Facebook is a private company. And can Facebook do whatever it wants with its platform? Yes. But Facebook hides behind Section 230, which gives them immunity to civil penalty because they state they are not publishers. For those of you who don't know, Section 230 says online intermediaries that host or republish speech are protected against a range of laws that might otherwise be used to hold them legally responsible for what others say and do. Section 230 does not apply to Facebook because Facebook is acting as a publisher by censoring content they don't like. They allow people who support their ideology to say and do whatever they want. I receive comments daily on Facebook that I should kill myself, I should die, I should drink bleach. People post photos of weapons they want to use on me, needles, knives, guns, everything else. I can't even go out and preach anymore because I need SWAT teams, I need armed guards to protect me, to exercise my First Amendment rights. So Facebook will censor me for sharing stuff that these people are saying to me, but they do nothing to those who are actually doing it. So is Facebook a platform or is Facebook a publisher? And if you want to know what they are, let's look at the definitions. A platform is a company or technology that enables communication and distribution of information. A good example of this is a phone company. When talking to a friend, certain words or ideas you communicate don't get censored or buzzed out. A platform is not responsible legally for the content that's posted. A publisher is a company or person that curates and distributes content. Mark Zuckerberg has said that is his responsibility. In 2015, an app startup called 6-3 sued Facebook in California, and Sanal Mehta, Facebook's attorney, said in court that Facebook is a publisher, not a platform like they say in public. Facebook cannot hide behind Section 230 and is a publisher, and that makes this a state issue. I am currently, right now, being throttled by Facebook's algorithm because I preach a biblical worldview on human sex and sexuality. I have never threatened anyone. I've never advocated for. I've never incited violence ever. Yet Facebook has routinely censored us, deplatformed us. They even did so while a young woman reached out to us who was who was thinking about committing suicide. They actually unpublished my page while we're in the middle of talking to this woman, and they claim immunity because they're simply saying that they don't actually publish anything. They just use their platform to allow it. But Facebook is not doing that. They are publishing information. They allow that.
Reverend, that's 3 minutes, 15 seconds.
My children have been assaulted in school. My wife has had private medical data shared on Facebook. I've had my identity stolen. Facebook, they allowed my social security to be shared all over their platform. They've done nothing. They've done absolutely nothing to protect myself and my family while they allow others to do whatever they want. I had to seek 4 restraining orders. I've had 1 defamation case as a result of what Facebook allows on their platform. They've unpublished our page, again, while we were trying to counsel someone on suicide. By choosing to censor Christians, Facebook is acting as a publisher. When they allow pedophiles, child groomers, and Antifa to use their platform without censorship while they censor Christians, they are acting as publishers. And since they are publishers, Section 230 immunity does not apply, and it becomes a state issue.
Thank you, Reverend. I appreciate you coming. Questions? That 3 minutes, 59 seconds, 93 hundredths. That's about as close as it gets. You have 7,000ths or 700ths of a second if you'd like to continue. Thank you. I appreciate that. Questions? Chairman.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you, Reverend, for your testimony today. I'm sure, like the rest of the panel, I'm surprised to hear that you'd be taken down or I guess use the deplatformed.
Yes.
Is that the correct word? While you were counseling a young woman who was considering suicide. Can you tell me more? Was there something specific that happened during that exchange that caused Facebook to flag that exchange?
It was actually not even in public. She reached out to us via message on our page, so it was private, so nobody in public could even see it. And she reached out to us because we have our ministry, and a lot of people from all over the world reach out to us for help. We offer counseling and whatnot. She reached out to us through our Facebook page because that's how most people kind of find us, and she was telling us that she wanted to end her life. So we started engaging in her, praying with her, preaching with her, and just about to get her phone number so we can get it off Facebook, and that's when Facebook literally just took my whole page down, and I had no way to access her anymore.
Mr. Chairman?
Yes, please.
Was that, I'm just trying to understand that scenario, was that coincidental? In other words, were they shutting you down for something that was going on the page that people could see publicly?
Yes.
Or was, okay, so that it really didn't have to do with that conversation?
No, it's just that that's an example of them censoring us while we're doing things like that because, they'll claim things like hate speech and whatnot, but they can't actually define it. Again, it's simply we preach a biblical worldview on certain social issues, and we do keep it biblical from our standpoint. But anytime you say anything against it, Facebook shuts it down, or like I said, they use algorithms to where they'll limit the distribution of content. And it just so happened that one of these instances, a woman did reach out to us. So my point of bringing that up is that Facebook is hurting people by doing things like that.
I see. And do you mind sharing with us in that instance then, what was the claim by Facebook? What was going on in the public facing side of your site or your page that required them to, in their mind, to shut you down?
They actually could not answer the question. We have them on audio with Steve Jardal from American Family Association. He got a 3-way phone call with Neil Potts, and he asked the very question, and they could not provide an answer.
Anything else, Chairman? Okay. Other questions? All right. Anyone else? Anything else before we go back in session? Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Back in session. Representative Griffey, questions for Representative Griffey. Chairman?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I guess this question would be generally, and maybe Representative Griffey would know, and I know Facebook's not on trial here specifically, but is there anybody here that could speak to any of that? I mean, I think I'd just be curious to know.
You're recognized.
Mr. Chairman, I did have a lobbyist that represented his social media platforms. I don't see her here. There you are. Hey, do you want to address? They prefer not. They prefer not to address.
No, I understand. Representative Griffey, here's my question: how do we deal with the Section 230 of a congressional act? How do we